Sir, as I told you the last 6 times, I can't refund an item which you bought 3 months ago. Your cell phone has already replaced your watch, camera, calendar, and alarm clock. Don't let it replace your family, me who uses the smartphone to communicate with my family since I live in another state. Son, allow me to offer my warmest congratulations. I'm certain that you'll remember today as the happiest in your life. Thanks, Dad, but the wedding's tomorrow. I know, boomers. The son, the dad. Opening son's phone be like, brightness, volume, font size, notifications. A book, you say? What do I plug it into? Your mind. Gen X, Millennials, Gen Z, Baby Boomers. The kids haven't visited in weeks. They must really love us. You are a good boomer, thank you. In Japan, the elderly are wearing exoskeletons so they can keep working. Japan, the future is now, old man. Redditors. Ugh, these Fortnite dances are so cringy. Literally us in 2012. Smoke detector that shuts off when you yell, "I'm just cooking!" Invest. Boomers. The internet is full of hate. The internet. My hedgehog gets a bath. When I was your age, I defeated the Nazis in Holland. On Xbox or PlayStation. You're such a joker, Jeff. I'm glad you visit me every week. I love you, Granddad. Me after seeing this full version and realize it's a wholesome meme. Those bastards lied to me. I finally realized it. People are prisoners of their phones. That's why they are called cell phones. Holy sh**. That's boomer as f***. I'm 71. My cognitive and reflex skills are sharper due to video games. My doctor told me that brain surgeons play them to stay sharp, and my doc is no liar. I go to word games with my morning coffee. Driving games and shooters are great for reflexes, and I have found some very intelligent RPGs out there with great storylines. As a matter of fact, I logged almost 300 hours on Skyrim, until I took an arrow to the knee. Huzzah! A boomer of quality. 13-year-old me. I won't become one of those adults who hates teenagers. Adult me seeing teenagers. That strange moment when you see your childhood behind glass in a museum. Boomer humor, I hate my wife. Millennial humor, I hate my life. Gen Z humor, begone, thought. Millennials embracing death, coronavirus. Boomers dying from coronavirus, millennials surviving. Child is having mental problems due to career and study pressure, I sleep. Child is enjoying something other than study, real shit. Your cell phone has already replaced your watch, camera, calendar, and alarm clock. Don't let it replace your family. Silence, boomer. Millennials, you took everything from me. Boomers, how do I open this PDF? Your generation are addicted to technology and get offended by everything. It was your generation that invented the technology we use, and you raised us this way. Boomers reacting to climate change. I sleep. Boomers reacting to corona because it could affect themselves. Real sh**. Do you have any history of mental illness in your family? I have an uncle who believes 5G causes coronavirus. Most boomers hating Reddit and video games. My grandfather that uses Reddit and plays Breath of the Wild. When the kids in your neighborhood hit you with the, "Okay, boomer," so you hit them with your car, looks like they couldn't handle the neutron style. My 86-year-old grandmother replied, "Okay, boomer," to my boomer aunt in an argument. Know your place, boomer. Boomers. We must work hard so our grandchildren have a better life. Their grandchildren have better lives. Boomers. Unacceptable! I think those are broken websites. No matter how many times you click the pictures, nothing happens. The boomer who made this. I'm gonna be a comedian. You young people need to stop with the disrespect. Young people. Okay, boomer. POV. You are a teenager and you dyed your hair green. You know why they're called baby boomers, right? Because the tiniest little pinprick to their ego and boom, they become babies. The teacher telling us not to open new tabs during the online test. Me and the boys with dual monitors. Don't say the B word. That is highly disrespectful to older generations and you should have much more respect for them. Okay, boomer. You just activated my trap card. Nobody. Boomers in their profile pic. Boomers complaining about memes on them. You think this is funny? Gen Z. Biology books in 2030. Humans can only survive 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 40 minutes without Wi-Fi. Silence, boomer. Boomers. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Also boomers when they realize they're responsible for the current hard times. Dad takes over daughter's social media as punishment, and he's more popular than her. The daughter. You can't swipe it, son. You'll have to walk to the next painting. Silence, boomer. When you start saying back in my day unironically, maybe I am the boomer. Boomers. Kids these days dress so weird. Also boomers in the 70s. How emotions harm your body. Anger weakens your liver. Grief weakens your lungs. Worry weakens your stomach. Stress weakens your heart and brain. Fear weakens your kidneys. Me. How are you not dead? Me. I have no idea. If you call me a boomer, you are committing a hate crime. By Bob Volfov. Ernie prepares to commit a hate crime. Large corporations know exactly what the people want. Old people when they see some teens hanging out by the store. The cops are going to love this. 10-year-old me after giving the teacher the correct answer after she thought I was distracted. When you create an environmental crisis and blame it on your kids, you just got boomered. These are my two kids. Gianna is 2 phones old and Jim is 4 phones old. Holy sh*, that's boomer as fuck. No one in Antarctica has COVID-19. Dad, don't. It's because they're isolated. Dad, stop, please. Isolated. Most kids. I built my own PC. Boomers. No, you should be playing outside instead. My nephew. I built my own gaming PC. Me. That's cool. I wish I knew as much about computers as you do. OMG, they must have had huge pockets in the olden days. Antiques. Holy shit. That's boomer as fuck. I don't know what POG is, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. Boomers. Kids today are soft, entitled, bratty, all technology bad, phones are ruining society. Millennial. Okay, boomer. Doctor. How did this happen? Me. Being bored. Bad idea. Nearly dying. Trying again immediately. Boomers. You shouldn't stare at others. Also boomers when they see someone with dyed hair. A song about 2 pens, an apple, and a pineapple. Society in 2016. That was 4 years ago? The Greatest Generation. The Gamer Generation. Boomers. Boomers. Greatest Generation. Boomers. Kids these days play their music too loud. The ringtones on boomer phones. Sad. Monopoly board game pieces will soon be replaced. What's a board game? You know, it's actually my fault you don't know what a board game is. I bought you this generic gaming system, and to be honest, I'm only reading the paper because my iPhone is charging. What do you say we go on Amazon and pick out some games and have a family board game night? That sounds great, Dad. I love you and I cherish the quality time we spend together. Wait, that's illegal. Finally, the 4th ape. He is the sum of the first 3. He sees nobody, hears nobody, and speaks to nobody. Holy sh*, that's boomer as fuck. You waiting for the photo. Boomers. Social distancing. Your choice. 6 feet. 6 feet. You are a good boomer. Thank you. When I was a kid, this was my computer. Delete. Refresh. Print. Snap. Yep, this one's going in my cringe compilation. New seatbelt design. 45% less car accidents. Boomers. When your dad finds a Facebook group full of dad jokes. Boomer gold. Kids these days don't play outside like we used to. William, call the cops. There are kids on dirt bikes. Technology stops working for 1 second. Old people. Useless, 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 useless. Raising a child costs about 200,000 euros. You should be grateful. We never asked to be born. How to frighten the new generation. Put them in a room with a rotary phone, an analog watch, and a TV with no remote. Then leave directions on how to use in cursive. Me who learned cursive in 2nd grade. I don't have such weaknesses. No one. Old people trying to turn a page. Why millennials don't bother me. A boomer's perspective. Carefully, he's a hero. Oh, so you're a baby boomer? Name every baby you've detonated. Boomers. You should be more respectful to all people, you brat. Also boomers in 1965. Luigi says, if he black, he do crack. 20 years ago, the internet was an escape from the real world. Today, the real world is an escape from the internet. Okay, boomer, nobody cares. Boomers, why the tattoos? They'll look bad when you're old. Millennials, we're not growing old thanks to global warming. Boomers. Old people, you shouldn't stare, it's rude. Also boomers when they see someone with dyed hair and piercings. When I was your age, we used our legs for getting around. Okay, boomer. I love baby boomers who say kids don't even know how to write cursive in a negative way, like, okay, grandma, you can't even turn your laptop on without getting 6 viruses and wiring half your retirement money to a Nigerian prince, boomers. Boomers after they leave their baby at the fire station and head to California to buy their mega mansion for $200 in 1969. My mom, me, you made me spend every holiday with my relatives. I don't even like my relatives. That's insane, you love your relatives. You spend every holiday with them. It's crazy all we have to do nowadays to catch kids' attention. Boomers, I have achieved comedy. Boomers, teenagers nowadays only play those stupid games and don't go outside anymore. Nintendo releases Pokemon Go, a game where you have to go outside. Boomers, listen here, you little sh**. Okay, boomer is a slur. That Star Destroyer is disabled. I no longer keep a naughty or nice list. I'm only concerned with who friends me. Silence, boomer. Kirby has found your sin unforgivable. Boomers. People nowadays don't even know how to start a lawnmower. Also boomers trying to use the Walmart self-checkout. I was a man trapped in a woman's body. I was too, but then I was born. Everyone is saying that Carl from the movie Up is one of the few boomers we respect, but in the film he is set to be 78, but the film was released in 2009, making him born in 1931, which is not a boomer year, therefore he is not a boomer. The Netherlands has chosen boomer as word of the year. Everyone between the age of 40 and 70 doesn't understand why and are mad. Ironic. Do you mind if I strap your phone to my forehead so I can pretend you're looking at me when I talk? Silence, boomer. They always say, okay, boomer, but they never say, you okay, boomer? Free Wi-Fi? Of course. These days, it's a lot easier to abduct the humans in large groups. Boomer, respect your elders. We passed school without Google. Me, respect your juniors. We know how to use Google. Boomer, sounds like disrespect. 1994, 2019. Holy sh**, that's boomer as f***. Our grandfathers. We'll work hard to make our grandchildren's life easier. Grandchildren's life is easier. Grandfathers. When your grandma unplugs your console and says, you don't need technology to live, my son, so you unplug her life support instead. Ain't no one going to tango with the Rango. Boomers expect us to respect them because they are our elders, but instead of teaching us, they blame us for things we didn't do. And that's a fact. Boomers be like, we didn't start the fire, but when we are gone, it will still burn on. Young read more books than older generation, research finds. The younger generation is more well-read than you. Boomers, that sign can't stop me because I can't read. Boomers, don't stare is rude. Also boomers when they see a couple kissing. Old people, don't stare, it's rude. Also old people when they see someone with dyed hair and piercings. GF, please don't embarrass me at the family reunion. Me and her grandfather after a couple bottles. How to make Gen Z laugh. Step 1, pick a stupid image. Step 2, bump up the contrast and degrade brightness. Step 3, stretch the image. Step 4, add text that has no relation to the image. Beans. Boomers, this isn't appropriate for children. Boomer cartoons. Internet, water. Silence, boomer. Boomers during a recession. First time, millennials. No asshole, as matter of fact, it's not. It's literally like my 4th and I'm only 29. Seriously, I don't even know how you manage to repeatedly crash the economy in the richest country on God's green earth. I have a degree and a job and a roommate and I'm still just scraping by. God forbid I want to buy a house or have a kid in the future. Oh, I don't have healthcare either, by the way. Radio host claims boomer is the N-word of ageism. Internet immediately responds with, okay, boomer. Do you know how I know it's not? Because we're saying the word boomer and we're not even saying what the N-word is.